So, Spirit is trying to bless you with lots of miracles, lots of prosperity, lots of unconditional love. And so, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can really strengthen your connection with Spirit, with universe, cosmos, God, whatever your verbiage is. So, the first one is to remain in stillness. A lot of people forget about stillness because there's so much going on in our day-to-day life that make it really difficult and, you know, almost foreign to us to be able to sit in stillness, to sit in silence. And, you have to remember that in order for you to receive a high frequency energy, it's going to be in the places, whether physically or spiritually, where there is not chaos, where there is not a lot of friction, where there's not a lot of tension. So in order to access those places, you need to be within an aligned energy, meaning in meditation or sitting on a park bench or going to the physical places where you feel the most calm. So pick a place or places that you like to go where you feel the most aligned, where you feel the most at ease, where you feel the most peace and love. And that is where you're going to be able to access that spiritual side of you, that stillness inside of you, to be able to receive those messages from the universe, from spirit, and even, your ancestors, right? So much is found within stillness. And you see this across many, 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 many cultures who talk about being in stillness and quiet and peace within ourselves. Because not only does it help our mental health, it helps everybody else around us, and it'll help you synchronize with nature and everything else that is bringing peace to you. So be within stillness and you will absolutely be able to strengthen your relationship with spirit. The second one is respect your physical body, and that means everything. So going all the way to making sure that your body is cleansed. It doesn't have to be anything severe, but drinking lots of water, making sure that you are resting, eating food that is really, really clean, right? These are our temples. These are um the things that keep us going every single day, with the help of spirit, with the help of food, right? Like all of these things work in tandem. And I like to say that to my clients, I always ask them to eat high frequency foods, meaning foods that are coming straight from the earth. So you can think about that. The more that the food has been touched or packaged or manipulated in a way, it's going to have less high frequency. And not everybody has access to that, but do your best to be able to buy those things. Like if you can get to a farmer's market or sometimes indoor markets, do that for yourself so you can feel more aligned, because we underestimate how much our body is actually sensitive to everything we are eating. And I see this time and time again during the generational healing and ancestral healing journeys that I do with my clients, where we start to really carve out all of the foods that are not supporting their bodies and replacing them with unique foods that match to their own makeup, so they can really feel 10,000%, and their spirituality takes off, their mental health gets better, their ailments go away. So again, this is where you're going to be able to find that stillness. If your body is constantly inflamed, if your body is constantly agitated or dry or creaking, right? Creaking is a sign of too much stress or too much like pain on the body. Like if you're like lifting weights, if your body's cracking all the time, you need to ease up, right? That in Ayurveda is not something that you want to ignore. Like that's when you need to like pump the brakes. So when you take care of your body, when you take care of your temple, you're going to rest better, you're going to meditate better, you're going to feel better, you're going to be in a higher frequency, and you'll be able to access spirit and be within that stillness even longer, right? Those two are definitely heavily attached. And then the last one is going to be maintaining unconditional love for yourself and everything around you. People like to talk about unconditional love, but very few people actually practice unconditional love. Unconditional love doesn't mean that you put yourself into situations that are going to cause you harm just because you unconditionally love this person. No, unconditional love means that you are willing to also protect yourself and show yourself unconditional love, meaning you're going to do things that make you happy so that you can also show up for your community. And that also means not passing a ton of judgment on to other people. It's sitting in the observer seat, saying things when you need to say things, or when it's necessary to say things, you know, as someone who's an activist and a warrior of light, that is more of my energy. That is the unconditional love. And then, you know, doing things around in your community, making sure that you're taking care of the environment, making sure that you're not using plastic water bottles, making sure that you have food for people who are on the streets, put it into your car, right? Like making sure that you can go the extra mile. If you have access to these things, the unconditional part of you needs to be giving back and giving to yourself simultaneously, because spirit and the universe, cosmos, is in everybody. That is how we help each other to be in that frequency of love, right? To do the things that spirit has done for us. Unconditionally loved us even when we do banana things, right? So it's being able to like move through life in that sense that you are going to help protect other people, you are going to help protect yourself, and you're going to do it from a loving way. You're going to lead with love. You're not going to be selfish with the things that you have, right? Like I'm the type of person who I will literally give you the shirt off my back if you need it, right? And not saying everybody has to do that, but it is how much I love other people in the community. That is why I show up on YouTube. So even sitting down with yourself and writing in a journal what unconditional love means to you. And it's okay if you don't even know the answer, because many people have to recondition themselves to be able to understand it or to be able to receive it. Again, I teach this to my clients because they can't even recognize it, because they've been in so much trauma that all they recognize is toxic love. They recognize transactional love. And so when real love comes into their life, they're like, no, 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 I don't recognize that. So you have to recondition yourself by first learning to love yourself, so you know what it feels like, you know what it looks like, while also allowing spirit to help you with that journey, allowing your ancestors and your guides to help you with that journey, to be able to unlock your heart space, to be able to unlock the rest of your chakras, to be able to unlock your path ahead. And that feeling just magnifies outside of you, and you become the embodiment of love, the embodiment of spirit in this space as well, right? So that is also how you can strengthen your bond with spirit, because spirit is unconditional love. And so if you can live in that frequency, you will constantly feel it. You will constantly receive your messages, receive your blessings. So those are the three things that I really wanted to share with you. Let me know below if it resonates. Be sure to like and subscribe, share this video with friends. Come join Z School for the Gifted. I'm so excited to be back. If you haven't been there, I highly recommend you do it. It's a very loving space, a healing space. You can develop your gifts. You can ask your spiritual questions, whatever it is that you have a question about. Feel free to come. We talk about candles, like we talk about our ancestors, we talk about love, like we cry, we laugh, we giggle, we do all the things. So you can just go ahead and show up and be a part of the community, or join the Discord group and talk to other folks who are also like you, who are very loving unconditionally. So again, let me know below if this was helpful, and if there's anything else you want to know about, also write that below, and I'm happy to make a video about it. So I will talk to you all soon, my friends, and hopefully I will see you in a Z School for the Gifted.